Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm creating headless application using the Magento GraphQL as backend and React as frontend. Okay, so in this video we will review the add to cart functionality for guest customer, and we will add simple product into the cart. We will check that update cart and remove product items from the cart and mini cart functionality. Okay, so let's start. Regarding to Magento, I am using version 2.3.5 p1, and we are going to use 5 out of box Magento GraphQL functionality. One is create customer cart, add simple product into the cart details to retrieve the cart items, remove cart items, and update cart items. And regarding to React, I'm using version of 16.13.0. I'm using Axios library to connect Magento backend and retrieve that GraphQL. And we will also use that asynchronous call for GraphQL because we have to wait to get the data from Magento backend. Okay, so let's start. Before starting, I have checked all these GraphQL queries and mutation in Postman. All are working fine and all are out of box functionality. For example, create cart. Once we will call this GraphQL query, we can retrieve that customer cart ID, and we can use this cart or cart ID for this remove and update operations. In React side, I have created a few component, that is a cart detail page, cart helper. Cart helper is nothing but a common function file where I have added that cart, get cart details, add and remove cart items and everything here, update cart item functionality. So these functions we can use commonly on a product detail page as well as product listing page, wherever that add to cart button is there. And also we are using this functions on a cart detail page to update those cart items. And this cart model UI component is created as a mini cart. We can review that already added items into this cart model functionality. So let's check on front end side how it's working. Okay, so let's go on product detail page, because right now I have added the add to cart functionality on product detail page only. So right now let's go on product detail page. So here we can see that right now there is no any item into the cart, so that cart is empty. Once I will click on this add to cart button, it will add this product into the cart, and this count is also going to update. Also this mini cart details will going to update. Okay, so let's see. Let me click on add to cart functionality. Okay, so success message is here, and okay, so there is one item into the cart. We can check that item is already in mini cart. We can also add the multiple quantities. For example, I want to add two more quantities. Right now there is one item in cart, and if I will add two more, then that will be three items into cart. Let's click on add to cart. Okay, so we can see that there are three items into cart. So only these things are going to update. We are not updating the entire page or any like DOM element. We are just updating this add to cart label while product is adding into the cart. We are updating this item count, and we are updating this mini cart functionality. So again let's try to add one more quantity. For example, one. Right now there are three items into cart. I am adding C. So only these items are updated. Let's go to the detail page of cart. So here and on this page we can see the entire details of items we have added into the cart, that small image, product name. We can also like add the SKUs and other things, that is as per the requirement. The quantities we have added, unit price, discount if any, total, and order summary. So let's add one more item into the cart and check. I'm going to on product detail page. Okay. Let's add this into the cart. See, there are 5 items into the cart, 4 quantity, 1 quantity. Okay, so now we can see the discount amount is there for this product, and discount amount is also updated in order summary page. Here we can delete and update that cart details. For example, right now there are 4 quantities. If I am decreasing quantity to 3 and clicking on update cart, then quantity updated, total is updated, and also that order summary is updated. Okay, so I am increasing this quantity to, I am decreasing to 1. Okay, so right, and clicking on update. So once I will click on this update cart, it will only update the totals here and order summary here. Other DOM element would not going to update. This is the advantage of React. Okay, so I am updating cart. See, the total is updated and order summary is updated. Okay, so let's check that remove cart functionality. I am removing this product from the cart. Okay, so this product is removed, and once I am removing this product, this cart section is updated, this mini cart is also updated, the total count of item is also updated, and the order summary is also updated. So let's check that this mini cart. So right now there are 2 quantities. Okay, so let's add one more item. So this is already into the cart. I am going to add this one, add to cart, 3 items. Go to the cart detail page. Okay, so let me remove both items and see the updates. So I'm removing those one by one. You can like check that changes here, like total and order summary. I'm removing this one. Okay, so this is updated. Now if I'm removing this, then cart is going to empty. Okay, so now cart is empty, mini cart is empty. This is pending as I have not implemented that coupon code into the cart right now, so that's why there is no any condition to hide this section. So in this way we can see that how it's fast operations like add to cart and update the cart functionality. So let's see, I'm on product detail page. I'm adding product into the cart. I can see this, that is updated. View cart detail page, update that quantities, updating cart, total is updated and everything. So this is really fast as React state management. So in this video we have reviewed that cart functionality using that Magento GraphQL as backend and React as frontend. Simple thing is that I just added a few functions. For example, on product detail page, once we are clicking on this add to cart button, I am calling that add to cart GraphQL API, and I am adding that product into the cart, and here I am retrieving that cart items and just displaying those details. Once you are deleting and updating, there are 2 separate GraphQL queries mutations are there. so we can use those are Magento outer box. Okay, so that's it, and I will create more videos on next, like add billing address and other things. Okay, thank you guys.